Welcome back to the OurMFC YouTube channel. It's another latest news. So I think it's 5 in a row. I think. I am Ben. That you know that very well. And you know the ramble. I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to get into it. Oh, segue. Right, wasn't a segue. So the first bit of news for this week is that the 18-year-old Jeremy Civy, I believe that's how you pronounce it, signed his first contract with the club. First professional contract after an impressive trial period. I mean, it's always good, isn't it? It's not really a bad thing. It's a youngster signing a professional contract. Either he goes on to be something great for the club, or we sell him on a few years down the line and make a bit of profit. That's what I mean. I was a bit cynical, really, wanted that second bit, but. Best of luck to Jeremy. Next up, so apparently Boro, along with Swansea and Watford, are chasing the striker from Midtjylland, Sory Kaba. So the Midtjylland striker Sory Kaba, he's been linked. He's a 25-year-old Guinean. He's in 23 appearances this season. He's got 8 goals, which doesn't sound that impressive, but he's only actually played 463 minutes. So a tally of 8 goals in that time. It's not bad, It suggests that he's been coming off the bench quite a bit. He's got an assist to add to that as well. He's averaging 1.3 shots per game. So, that could be to do with the system he's playing in at Midtjylland. I don't really watch or FC Midtjylland in the Danish league, but so he's only getting 1.3 shots per game. So, that doesn't suggest that it doesn't suggest he's getting many shots off. But if he's converting them, that's what you want, really. All right, here we go. Yeah, so despite averaging 1.3 shots per game, he's actually only 0.2 of that is on target. For those of you who are struggling with that concept, when it says 0.2 shots per game, that doesn't mean that he's having, that many shots per game. He's not having 0.2 of a shot per game. It just means that, say, if he was having 0.2 shots on target per game, he'd be having 1 shot on target over 5 games. That's basically what it means. So that does mean, though, that he's having 1 shot off target per game. It was 1.3, so the accuracy doesn't seem that great. Now, he might be shooting from distance. That's possible. Although, when you look at it, 0.7 of his shots per game come from inside the penalty area. So he doesn't seem like a very prolific player to me. So I'm feeling with confidence. The good thing is he does win 4.8 aerials per game, which is a pretty high amount. And in a Warnock system, he could be a decent target man. The thing is, he's also apparently linked with Swansea and Watford, who I would wager for a foreign player are probably more appealing prospects. Maybe not Swansea, because it's in Wales. Sorry if you're Welsh. I don't know why you'd be Welsh and watching a small Boro fan channel, but you might be. And if you are, much love to you. I'll send how I slowly in this video. Next up, the Northern Irish Dream Team, Paddy McNair and George Saville, absolute midfield maestros, especially Paddy. We love that man. Those two have been called up to the Northern Irish squad, and they're going to play in 2 friendlies against Malta and Ukraine. It's great. It's lovely to see them getting recognition. I mean, Paddy McNair, his knees are probably gone. It just is. I don't know how that man's still alive after this season. He played like 50 games, probably pushing 60 now, to be honest, including internationals. So, I mean, best of luck to the lads. Hopefully they do well in those games and can get themselves into the future Northern Ireland squads. I'd assume they will be. Who doesn't want a bit of Paddy McNair in the Northern Irish squad? They wouldn't love him. apart from Malta and Ukraine, they probably won't like him when they play against him. George Saville, yeah, does the business. There's no Paddy there. Sorry, George. Sorry, mate. Next up, apparently Boro, as well as Preston, Millwall and Luton, are all chasing Luke O'Neill. The player has just been released from Sunderland. So he's a free signing, which, we love a free signing. Now, he was at Sunderland. That's the only problem I would have. Now, on Who Scored, it says that he played 44 games this season, 36 starts in League One, and he's only netted twice in 3,229 minutes, which isn't great. But again, I'm seeing a high amount of aerial duels, 3.5 per game, which again signifies decent target man. 0.6 shots per game, so really barely any shots, but 0.5 of those in the penalty area, which is more than Sory Kaba was doing. So, he could get a lot. Warnock's not going to want him taking pot shots from distance. We're also saying he only takes 0.6 shots per game, but 0.3 of those, so 50% of his shots are with his head. So it's pretty clear to me, what he'd be trying to do, and that kind of player is the kind of Warnock striker that you'd want, a target man to knock balls down for players. The fact that he doesn't have many shots signifies maybe he'd be great for hold-up play, to allow wingers to run in beyond him, like Yannick. Hey, Yannick, mate. We know. He knows. Yannick knows. I've told him. I've had words. He only gets caught offside 0.1 times a game. Again, that signifies his playing style. He's not going to be on the last man running in behind, which is what I would like to see from a striker. It's what I want to see from a Boro striker, but realistically, that's not a Warnock striker. He's going to be there. Kiefer Moore, like that. Just knock it up to him, hold it up, find the player, or whip a ball into the box and stick it in the back of the net. Now, again, I think it's a case of, for him, he might prefer Preston, Millwall and Luton. Now, I think we have more chance of getting Luke O'Neill than we do of getting Sory Kaba. Luke O'Neill, I don't know if he's a Sunderland fan or not. If he is, I'd imagine he won't come to Boro unless it's his last resort. I wouldn't mind the signing. He doesn't seem that prolific, but he's playing for Sunderland, so who can blame him? And on a free, playing in League One, so he shouldn't command ridiculous wages. Might not be too bad. Next up, the Boro youngster Hayden Hackney, who have I mentioned my love for this guy before on here? I rate him pretty highly. I've only seen him play once. It was against Brentford, but from what I saw, I think he's got a bright future. Don't clip that up and make me look stupid in a few years' time, when he's playing for Hartlepool. No offence to Hartlepool. Lovely team, I think. But yeah, he signed a new 2-year contract. Maybe that's a sign that he's going to get some more game time, which I'd like to see. I don't know if he's ready for Championship level, but you never know until you try. I mean, with Connor Malley, we didn't think he was ready for Championship level, and he came in, absolutely smashed it on his debut. Josh Coburn scored in his debut, so you never know. You've got to give him a try, don't you? I wouldn't be starting him regularly next season, but probably give him a chance. Also, Hal Robson-Kanu and Kamil Grzycki have been released from West Brom. Bring him in. Kamil Grzycki, I'd prefer Grzycki over Robson-Kanu, I'd say. We've seen what Grzycki can do in this league before, and he's frightening for Hull, and we've been linked with him several times before. Robson-Kanu, I think, not as well known. Obviously he scored that brilliant goal at Euro 2016. But I wouldn't mind it. It'd be all right. It'd be an all right signing on a free. The only problem is I think Grzycki would command high wages. Ross and Carney probably less. But there's been an official departure list of who's leaving. So we'll start with the scholars, George Waits and Andrew Wilson. Best of luck to those lads. Hopefully they go on and succeed all they can, whether that be in football or in, another area of life. Best of luck to George and Andrew. And for 23s, Tyler O'Neill is departing. Cole Kiernan and Tyler Williams, they're all going as well. Again, best of luck. I'm not crying. I don't know the guys. I'm sure they're lovely, and I'm sure they'll do well. And if they don't, they might find themselves on the channel one day, like other failed footballers like me. I'm not. Can I be called a failed footballer if I didn't really try? We'll say. Make me sound like I actually gave it a go. Which I really didn't. And then from the first team, obviously we already know about Britt and Fletch. It's a shame to see them both go, but I think really this is a real summer of change at the club. And that signifies that that's kind of the main ones from the Gary Monk splurge that are going. So those two are out. Neymar's gone, which is a shame. Apparently, Warnock has said that he was a bit of a disruptive presence in the dressing room. He's implied it. So it's a bit of a shame to see him go because he was really good. I think he was close to the top for goal contributions at the club. But, people are going to push for promotion. We don't want, bad eggs in the egg box, as it were. As it is, in fact, because I've said it. Jordan Archer, he's leaving as well. He was only here for 6 months, played about 2 or 3 games. Looked all right, but not going to hang around. I'm not too fussed. Didn't really have high hopes when we signed him. He's all right, and wishing the best of luck, as with Britt, Fletch, and Neymar as well. I don't hate him. Wishing the best of luck. And then Nathaniel Mendez-Laing as well. He's not going to stick around. It's a real shame. After that trip against Stoke, I think there was hopes that next season he could kick on and be an absolute baller. But no, Mendez-Laing also leaving. So wish you the best of luck, fellas. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.